Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Katie Colbert.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the basketball press conference. I'm Zach Warner, assistant coach with the Lady Jays, and this is head coach Roger Sturts of the boys. And at this time, I'd like to open up for some questions.
This is for Sturts. How do you plan on stopping Ronnie Bell?
Pray a lot. He's really talented, and we're going to have to put our best defender on him, maybe our two best defenders, maybe our three best defenders. It's going to be a tough task. He's that good. But we'll be up for the challenge.
This is for Warner. How do you guys individually match up against Staley?
Well, I think they're far more guard oriented than we are. They got a lot of guards, and they've kind of, when we played them 2 months ago, they were really heavy. 4 or 5 guards on the floor at one time, and over the last, watch them a little bit in the last week, they've gone a little bit bigger. So I think it may be a little bit better of a matchup for us in terms of kind of 3 guards, 2 bigs, and which is kind of what we've been doing. So I think if you look at all the pieces that way, we match up really well with them. And then of course we'll have to play the team defense, whether we're manning up or whether we're showing a little bit of zone. We'll have to work on the team principles. But I think they have some really skilled players. We have some really skilled players, and it should make for a really good basketball game.
All right, this can go for both of you. How does playing at Silverstein Eye Center Arena, how much do you guys enjoy that atmosphere and just the court overall, just everything there?
It's a different environment. It's a different place. It's really not made for basketball, and it's cold because of the ice, the hockey ice underneath it. I guess playing there means you're still playing. I think that's the best part about it, and we're looking forward to it Wednesday.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it's really cold on the bench. They got that ice right under the floor, so it's really cold. But I kind of agree with Coach Sturts. The biggest thing is playing in the Silverstein Ice Center just means that you've won a district championship and you're in sectionals. And I will add, I like the horn. It's like a professional horn, as opposed to the buzzer. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
This is for both of you guys. From postseason to preseason to sectionals, how does practice change for you guys?
That's a really good question. For us, the beginning of the year, you're probably the first month of the season in November. You're going 2.5 hours. You're going 3:30 to 6 primarily. Maybe sometimes getting out at 5:30, kind of depending on the week. And you're going sometimes one day on the weekend. And then as you start playing games, you kind of cut back to maybe a little bit more around 2 hours and some of those. And then by the time you're in full season mode at mid-January, February, you're kind of cut back to more like an hour and a half on the practice side and try to give them at least a day off on the weekend to get some, just to get off their feet a little bit. But as far as what we do in practice doesn't change as much. But kind of the longevity of the practice makes a bigger difference as you get later in the season.
That's such a great question. It's going to take me a long time to answer that. No, that is a good question. I think same thing with what Coach Warner said. We do the exact same thing, but I think practice has just become more narrowly focused because at the beginning of the season, you're preparing for a lot of different situations, a lot of different styles of play. And now we know exactly what we have Wednesday night, and tonight, tomorrow, we're just focused on 3, 4, 5 things tops that we have to do. So I think practices just get more focused for us. Good question, though.
All right, my question is for both coaches. What would you describe the atmosphere of the team after winning districts and both going into sectionals?
We were pleased. We're happy. That was one of our goals, and to move on and advance. And I'm just real thrilled for our guys. If we look back at the 2 games that we played in Truman, it was they were battles. They were tough. We faced some adversity, but our toughness and our competitive nature came through, and we were victorious. So just very proud and very pleased for our guys.
Yeah, the girls were excited, coaches were excited. It never gets old, and it's a big game and a big atmosphere, and the girls were thrilled and we were thrilled, and we told them that in athletics, one of the great things about athletics is you're not given anything. You got to go and earn it, and so no one gave us anything. We had to go earn it. But I told them if no one deserves anything, you have to go prove it. But if anyone deserves something with the stuff, the kind of the peaks and valleys of the season, some of the things we've had to work through, they deserve to win, and they went out and they earned a well-earned victory on Saturday.
For Sturts, any other players of note other than Ronnie that you're going to have to prepare for?
Good question. They're all pretty good. They're, they all have bring something to the table. They've got some length inside. They've got some good shooters. They're athletic. Their intensity and with the effort that they play is a positive for them and a strength for them. So they've got a lot of different weapons. If a team doesn't, they're probably not still playing. So we've got to be ready to defend and to guard a lot of different players that can beat you on Wednesday night, and we're prepared to do that.
This one's for Sturts. What do you guys think you have to do differently against Park Hill that you did last time?
Well, like everyone knows, we need to do a better job on Ronnie, but that's easier said than done. And then, the big kid Cecil, he got loose on us a couple of times, hit a three. But we've got to finish better. We've got to be stronger. We've got to rebound when we, better than we did the previous time we played them. But we've been doing all those things lately, so that's why we feel good, but they feel good too, and it's going to be a hard, well played game, I think, and it's going to come down to a possession or two to determine who plays on Saturday.
For both of you, what is your key things that you're focusing on going into this game on Wednesday?
Yeah, for us, it's it's one of those things where you want to learn from the first time you played them, but it was 2 months ago, so you feel good. I mean, we beat them the first time we played them, but they are playing completely different, and we're playing a different style. So you want to take some lessons from it, but don't dwell on it. So we're looking just at kind of working on and improving our stuff again. And as we improve our stuff and our play and what we like to do, then hopefully that'll translate in being able to help us match up with what Saley's going to do.
Yeah, I think we got to guard, we got to rebound, be ready to play. But we've got to in our two district games, offense was difficult for us, particularly in the first half, and we've got to do a better job of playing offense all 4 quarters.
Warner, with the change in Staley's starters, how is this going to affect the game plan and how they play and how we'll play against them?
Yeah, I don't know if it doesn't really change the game plan so much as maybe a little bit of the focus. We're going to have to really maybe more emphasize rebounding than we normally do because they're going to be a little bit bigger. But we've changed a little bit of how we play since the last time we played them. So I think that's going to be the bigger thing is how do we make, based on kind of how we're playing and how we're adjusting to what we do to make that switch. But the last time it was kind of, okay, here's the advantages, we're bigger, but their advantage is they're quicker. Well, now we're kind of going at the kind of at the same. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Okay, this one's for Coach Warner about the Truman game on Saturday. You guys played a really good game, by the way, but what did you think about Caroline's pass to the bench?
Well, she's just trying to get her teammates involved. They might have been the teammates that weren't on the floor, but she was just trying to get her teammates involved. Yeah, unfortunate mistake on Caroline's part. Yeah, we'd like that one back, I think. Yeah.
All right, I think we're out of time and out of questions, perhaps. So thanks for attending. Great questions, as always, and hope to see you back here next week. Take care.
Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Katie Colbert.
I'm Lynn McClure. I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.